We now know that Fulton County DA Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade have been subpoenaed to testify on February 15th. This hearing is over claims that the two were involved romantically and financially benefited from the alleged relationship. We're also talking one-on-one to the divorce lawyer for Nathan Wade's estranged wife. One of the questions many of you asked is, does she actually have proof of this alleged improper relationship between Willis and Wade?
I received documents that indicated, as you've seen, that they have traveled together, ostensibly not for business purposes. I can't think of a business reason for them to have gone to Aruba or to Napa Valley. And we've issued subpoenas as a result of those documents that we received from Mr. Wade that have gone further.
All right, so here's what we know. The hearing later this month is tied to a motion seeking to disqualify the two from the Trump 2020 election interference case because of their alleged romantic relationship and financial ties. Information about the subpoenas surfaced in a lawsuit filed against the DA's office. It accuses Willis's office of refusing to provide information under the Open Records Act. The DA's office responded in a letter saying they followed state law.
Well. You know, it's been a while since I talked about Fani Willis and this nonsense of a lawsuit she's putting against one Donald J. Trump. You know, back, I think it was maybe in the summertime, I made a few videos relating to her and this lawsuit. And one particular video, which kind of relates to the thumbnail from the streets to City Hall, where I talk about an alleged love affair that she may have had with one Donovan Big Nut Thomas. If you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a card above. Check out the other videos too if you have time, just to, you know, help you get to know the type of woman Fani Willis is. Let's fast forward to today, and now it's alleged that she has another lover, but this time in City Hall, Nathan Wade. Now, she's never denied this love affair. She just never spoke about it until now. But first, let's give a little history behind this whole City Hall love affair, a brief history, so you guys can understand what's going on here briefly before I get to the recent news. Breitbart report: Fani Willis gave big contracts to alleged lover's law partner. January 19th, 2024. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis reportedly gave significant contracts to an alleged lover's law partner, raising concerns that Willis's prosecution of former President Donald Trump is deeply rooted in a conflict of interest. The Office of the District Attorney paid Christopher Campbell, a partner at Wade and Campbell firm, as much as $126,000 since 2021. The Daily Caller reported Friday. Willis hired Campbell to provide services as a taint attorney, reviewing privileged evidence beginning in January 2021 at a rate of $150 an hour, documents obtained by the Daily Caller show. Willis appointed Campbell's partner, Nathan Wade, as a special prosecutor in her prosecution of former President Donald Trump. Willis and Wade are romantic partners, a motion filed last week by a co-defendant in the Trump case alleged. The motion claims Willis financially benefited from the romantic relationship. It's not just the issue about Wade being her paramour at the issue of kickbacks, but she also got the funds by misleading the Fulton County commissioners about what the funds were going to be used for. John Malcolm, vice president of the Heritage Foundation's Institute of Constitutional Government, told the Daily Wire. In addition to that, it would enrich Wade's firm. The Daily Caller reported specifics about the documents linking Campbell and Willis. Campbell's contract, which spans from January 25th, 2021 to January 25th, 2022, places him at the same hourly rate Willis initially awarded Floyd, who's known as Georgia's top racketeering expert, in his contract beginning in April 2021. Other billing statements and contracts show Floyd was later paid $200 an hour. Wade's contract, starting on November 1st, 2021, and billing statements reveal he received $250 an hour for his work as special prosecutor, $100 more than his partner Campbell, Wade has received nearly $654,000 from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office since the start of 2022, according to county records. Now, up until today, February 2nd, 2024, Willis never confirmed or denied the love affair. She kept quiet about it. It's all speculation. Speculation until now. Breitbart court filing. Fani Willis admits to relationship with her top Trump prosecutor. February 2nd, 2024. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis admitted in a Friday court filing to a relationship with a lawyer she appointed to prosecute former President Donald Trump, but denied the relationship interfered in the case. You believe that, guys? You believe it? Until Friday, Willis had not confirmed the affair or denied the impact of the relationship on the case. If Willis resigns or recuses herself from the case, it could effectively end the county's prosecution of Trump or potentially delay the proceedings until after the presidential election. Republicans have accused Willis of interfering in the presidential election. Trump and co-defendant Mike Roman have accused Willis and Nathan Wade, her top prosecutor, of corruption in the case for maintaining an improper romantic relationship, enriching themselves through the taxpayer-funded prosecution, meeting with Biden administration officials before indicting Trump and co-defendants. Willis claimed the allegations are meritless and salacious and requested the judge reject the motion filed by Trump and co-defendants that would essentially torpedo her case. Willis's 176-page court filing states, District Attorney Willis has no financial conflict of interest that constitutes a legal basis for disqualification. District Attorney Willis has no personal conflict of interest that justifies her disqualification, personally or that of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. The attacks on Special Prosecutor Wade's qualifications are factually inaccurate, unsupported, and malicious, in addition to providing no basis whatsoever to dismiss the indictment or disqualify Special Prosecutor Wade. Criticisms of the process utilized to appoint and compensate the special prosecutors in this case demonstrates basic misunderstandings and rudimentary county and state regulations, and provides no legal basis for dismissal of the indictment or disqualification of any member of the prosecution. In January, the Georgia judge ordered Willis to respond to the corruption accusations in writing by February 2nd. The order will force Willis to speak on February 15th on live television about the allegations, the Washington Post reported. Ashley Merritt, Roman's attorney, has said she plans to issue subpoenas for witnesses and documents to back up her client's claims of misconduct. Merchant said in a lawsuit this week that she has subpoenaed Willis and Wade to testify, and she is expected to seek testimony from Wade's current and former law partners and others associated with the district attorney's office. Until now, neither Willis nor Wade had directly addressed or denied the allegations. Bank records made public as part of Wade's divorce proceedings showed Wade purchased plane tickets for himself and Willis on 2 occasions. A trip to Aruba purchased in October 2022 on American Airlines, and a second trip purchased in April 2023 to San Francisco on Delta Airlines. It is unclear if Willis reimbursed Wade for the tickets or went on the trips. A spokesman for Willis has declined to comment. Wade has not responded to requests for comment, and his divorce attorney has declined to comment. Merchant has told the Washington Post the claims against Willis and Wade were based on sources that she did not name, as well as records she said had been disclosed as part of Wade's divorce proceedings but were under seal. While some documents from the divorce were subsequently made public, discovery materials were not, including Wade's bank statements and subpoenaed records from the district attorney's office. This is my assessment so far in this whole thing. Okay. Fani Willis wanted the spotlight on her in a way that she thought would benefit her career. Okay. What she didn't take into account was the fact that she was going up against one of the most popular men in modern history, Donald J. Trump. She didn't take account to the fact that a spotlight would be on her, not in a good way for her. That's not beneficial for her. She probably thought, well, I'm black, I'm a Democrat, I'm in Georgia, I'm a woman, they're not going to get me. The Democrat Party is in power right now. For now. Oh, I'm immune to all this. I'm immune. I mean, just do what I want for years now. Okay, this was going on since 2021. So she thought she was immune to it. Now everything's catching up to her. You see, folks, everything's catching up. She wanted the spotlight on her. So be it. So be it. And don't you notice now that, in a separate note, the CEOs now are trying to cater to Trump. These Republicans are finding their balls now and talking about the border and Texas and you're gonna put the National Guard up, forget the Supreme Court. Everyone is getting ready for the possibility that Trump will be back in office, and he very well might be back in office come January 2025. I'm hoping he is. For those who don't know, I'm for Trump all the way when it comes to this election. And a lot of people are realizing, even Democrats, sanctuary cities, migrants, all this stuff, everyone's realizing that Trump may very well be back in office next year. And now Fani Willis, who thought she would get away with all this, not looking good. But if that's not enough, guys, if that's not enough to convince you of Fani Willis's character, here's another report. Fani Willis fired whistleblower who warned her about mishandling federal funds. January 31st, 2024. Now I'm gonna let this recording play out. Let it speak for itself.
If you had to give me a sentence, what is the sentence theme?
Once I told him about his, respectfully and in an email, about his lack of leadership and the fact that he wanted to do things with grants that were impossible. And I kept telling him, like, we can't do that, and questioning stuff. He would take me off projects, tell people I wasn't doing what I was supposed to because I questioned him. Because I understood. I helped write that grant. I knew what was in that grant. He told everybody in front of Crystal, Deontay, everybody, we're going to get MacBooks, we're going to do that, we're going to get swag, we're going to use it for travel. I said, you cannot do that. It's a very, very specific grant. Took me off. I questioned Junior DA. There's kids in there from out of the county, all this. Took me off Junior DA. I did not want to do it. He made it look as if I wasn't doing what I needed to do because I questioned him. Because I knew for a fact Mr. Cuffey respectfully did not know what he was doing, period.
So I respect that is your assessment. It was clear to me that you and Mr. Cuffey were not getting along. And I'm not saying that your assessment is wrong. I want you to really listen to the words I'm saying.
Cuffey, and this is my personal opinion, to one woman to another, is dangerous to your administration. He tells people, when I reached out to you, he told me, you think your word is safe? Exactly when you reached out to Miss Willis, she called me and told me, she tell me everything. So once you reach out to her, she's gonna reach back out to me. So I didn't even go to HR, and he put Dexter's name on my PDP, and I didn't even feel safe going to anybody.
Can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 supervisors that have failed in this building. What's interesting to me, because I'm in a learning curve too, they each pretend to have a relationship with me that they do not have. Mm-hmm. I guess that's an intimidation tactic. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry that you felt that way, but you, Dexter certainly don't have no relationship with Michael Cuffey. You were safe to go those places.
Now that grant was almost $500,000. You heard in Miss Timpson's voice the fear, the anxiety. She was definitely nervous, and she was scared, obviously. And as you see in this article, yet less than 2 months later, Willis abruptly fired Timpson and had her escorted out of the building by security, Timpson told the Free Beacon. Timpson filed a whistleblower complaint the next year alleging wrongful termination. Willis's office issued a statement that called Timpson a holdover from the prior administration, who was fired due to her failure to meet the standards of the new administration, aka failing to let things play out as they should. Shut up. Timpson told the outlet that even though she told Cuffey that his plan to spend the earmarked funds on other things, Cuffey had claimed the purchases were part of Willis's vision. Cuffey denied those allegations to the Washington Free Beacon, saying that he was proposing to pull money from a different fund for the purchases. He accused Timpson of a money grab. "This is just a money grab for Timpson," Cuffey said. "She can do what she needs to do." The outlet said Cuffey left Willis's office the next month in December 2021 for personal reasons. However, Timpson had concerns about Willis even before the November 2021 meeting, according to the report. Timpson, who was the Fulton County District Attorney's Office as Director of Gang Prevention and Intervention, said in July 2021 she had discovered that several out-of-state students were participating in Willis's Junior District Attorney Program, a federally funded program for middle schoolers from Atlanta to Fulton County Public Schools. Timpson raised the issue with Willis on July 26, 2021, but said Willis did not want to hear about it. "I wanted to make sure she knew because I didn't want any scandal to be related to her. She immediately cut me off in the middle of my sentence and demoted me from the Director of Juvenile Diversion to a file clerk," Timpson said. Timpson recorded her next conversation with Willis when she warned of Cuffey's alleged financial malfeasance. "I knew it was me against the entire office," she said. "If I didn't get any hard evidence about what I was saying, everyone was just going to write me off." The Free Beacon confirmed the grant in question was not meant to be spent on computers or other items, and that the Fulton County Center of Youth Empowerment and Gang Prevention never opened. Willis fired Timpson on January 14, 2022, and had her escorted out of the building. "I am 4'11" on my best day," Timpson told the outlet. "Who is so scared of me that you have to walk me out of the building by 7 armed investigators? I've never had a warning about any negative behavior that would warrant someone feeling threatened by me." And it goes on about other things that Willis has done, and it mentions something about Nathan Wade, which I talked about earlier. So what do y'all think about Fani Willis? Do you think she'll step down? Do you think she'll recuse herself? She'll leave the district attorney's office? What do you think will happen? Leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And until the next one, take care.